I give you thanks for all you have done. I am so blessed. My soul is at rest. Oh Lord, I give you thanks. Thanks, thanks. I give you thanks for all you have done. I am so blessed. My soul is at rest. Oh Lord, I give you thanks. Oh, thanks, thanks. I give you thanks at all you have done. I am so blessed. My soul is at rest. Oh Lord, I give you thanks. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow. Good morning. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. How is everybody doing? Miss Selvita, great morning to you. Great morning to you this morning. I said I'm going to give persons a little chance to sleep because I know some people will be sleeping late. So I wasn't coming on too early, but I know I was still going to come on. So, a great that you are here. How are you doing today? What's the plan for today? Big cooking? Or are you just relaxing? If you were like me, no cooking, no big cooking. No big cooking. No, I'm just different. But good morning. Really happy to see you. Are you working today or you get the day off? I hope you get the day off. But great morning to those who are watching. And it is indeed good to be here. It's a beautiful day. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Thanking God to allow me to be here this morning. I am grateful to God for all of you who, oh my God. Jesus is the reason for the season. Well, this morning we are thankful that we have the opportunity to be here to give him thanks, for all that he has done for us and all that he's going to do. We mean big cooking, oxtail, and what is your love? You love baked chicken and fish. That's what I mean. Are you going to be doing all that fancy stuff today? Or are you just going to take it easy? What are you going to do? I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to cook, but I'm not going to worry about nothing. Good morning, Walrich. How are you this morning? Good morning, Sister Parker. How are you? Good to have you. Good to see you. Oh my God. It's a beautiful day, but guess what? It is just another day, right? Busy collecting. It's just another day for me. It's just another day. I'm happy for the holidays so at least some persons can get the opportunity to rest That's the greatest thing. But it's another day to just give God thanks. It's a beautiful day to give God thanks. We, no matter what we are doing, this is part of our day to really just give God thanks. And can we just pause a moment and just tell him how much we appreciate him? Can we just pause a moment and just say, Lord, I thank you. Thanking him for his continued blessing, thanking him for his favor, thanking him for sending in his son, Jesus Christ, to die for us. Just thanking him because he has been extremely good to us, to our families. I know some of us had lost loved ones, and that's not all. That's not something that we rejoice. Even though the Bible said we should rejoice, it can be very hurtful. But we still have an opportunity to be here to make a difference. Some persons don't lose anybody. Some of us have not been to the doctor. Huh? We're almost at the end of 2023 and we never got a doctor. You don't think that is something to be grateful for? We didn't have to spend any money at the doctor. Unfortunately, this is not one of those years for me. I had to go there with my knee, giving me a little problem in getting old. But guess what? I am still grateful. I am still grateful because I am here. So we have to really just find the time to just be thankful, right? Sister Parker said, Merry Christmas to all. I love you. Right? While it says the same thing, greetings to you, Sister Parker. Yes, it's just another day, right? So we have so much to be grateful for, you know. Excitement. I don't know. As I said, I'm not. I'm a little different. Somebody tell me 17 little excitement in my life. One of my friends tell me that recently. But it's just not me. Some things is just not me. And I can't be somebody else. I can't be somebody else. I have to be who I am. I know who I am. I'm walking in power, working miracle. I live a life of flavor. I know who I am. I'm walking in power, working miracle. I live a life of favor. I know who I am. I am only. I know who I am. Do you know who you are this morning? Greetings, Ricky. Hi, Ricky. Good to have you with us this morning, Ricky. Ricky, you get the day off, eh? So great morning to everybody who has joined us. And if you joined us, go right ahead and hit the thumbs up button. We're indeed happy that you all could join us this morning. And, we have to talk the word because, you see, it no matter everything that we do, yes, it doesn't matter what we do. Jesus is the reason for this season. He allowed us to be here, and for that we should just be grateful to him, right? We should just be grateful. So St. Matthew 6 verse 34 says, so let me do verse 33 first. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Therefore, take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for the morrow shall take thought of itself. Sufficient unto the day it is evil. So listen, we don't need to take thought of tomorrow. We don't need to take thought of tomorrow because tomorrow will take care of itself, right? The Bible tells us. And so it's for us to do that. So Brittany, good to see you, Brittany. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, happy holidays, Brittany says to everyone. Happy holidays to everyone. So, um, the story. So the topic for the word this morning is don't be anxious about tomorrow. God will take care of your tomorrow. Live one day at a time. Don't think about what I'm going to do tomorrow, especially for today. Today, what I want you to do is to think about what you have today, appreciate today. I know many of you here this morning, you probably, some persons are anxious about what I'm going to cook, or maybe some people start the cooking already because they have the big get together. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that big get together, which I miss, but it's live. Hopefully, it's live, right? But hopefully next time, next year, things will be different. I like the fact, but guess what, we have today to think about. So why not think about today? Why not think about today? We are here. We get the opportunity to be here. So let's be grateful for that. Let's be grateful to God because we are here, right? Let's be grateful to God because He allowed each and every one of us to be here. And for that, this morning, let's not obsess about the future. Some of you start to think about next year and start to worry about next year already. And you don't even finish 2023, right? So stop giving thought of tomorrow. The word of God says tomorrow will take. We should have no thought for tomorrow, right? Because God will take care of it. It will take care of it. It says live one day at a time. Sometimes it's easier said than done. And that is something that I am working on. That is something that I am really, looking to see, you know, um, I'm trying to make sure I do it as God would want me to do, right? As God would want me to do. I'm trying to do that one day at a time. So I'm not going to obsess about what I don't have today. I'm going to work on I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on making sure I do what God wants me to do today. You are sure about today. You are not sure about tomorrow, right? You are not sure about tomorrow, right? So we are to give God thanks for the moment, the present, whatever food you have on the table today. Don't say, boy, I'm sorry, I never have this. I'm sorry, I never have that. In the sense that you're not grateful for what you do have, right? But give thanks for what you do have. Give thanks for the moment. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, and Sister Iris to everybody. Oh my God. Really, Ricky? See me put up power juice for you. You need to make some of that juice. Okay? You need to put up power juice here. Ricky, so me not catch cold in like forever. I can't even remember when I catch a cold. I haven't had cold in ages. And I have to just be grateful for it. So drink up some of the power juice. You can add a little honey to it if you wish. Yes, man. So we have to be grateful. Look who is here, Selvita. Are you seeing who I'm seeing? Joseph. We are sending big hugs to you. Said lovely family, Merry Christmas to each and every one, wherever you are. Merry Christmas and enjoy your Christmas, you said. Isn't that wonderful? So it's just a beautiful opportunity for us to see that, right? Of course, you would have to go to the doctor because once you have it after 3 days and it still persists, you go there. So go see the doctor, says Selvita. He would be, if he has it for 2 weeks and he doesn't see the doctor, wife he must send him and say, go on, man. But in the story is told of a clock, a told of it, the story is told of a clock that spent a great deal of time worrying about its future, reasoning that it had to tick twice each second. How many ticking might that be? The clock thought. So it began to calculate that it would tick 120 times each minute. You hear that? Which is 7,200 times each hour. That meant in a 24-hour day, it would have ticked 172,800 times. And if we should do it for a year, we will reach 63,072,000 every single year. Good morning, Natasha. By the time the clock, by the time, by this time, the clock began to get overwhelmed and sweat profusely. Finally, it calculated that in 10-year period, it would have ticked 630,720,000. And at that point, the clock collapsed with a nervous breakdown. Are you listening to the story? Huh? Don't get a thought for tomorrow. Don't get a thought for tomorrow. Do it today. Yes? Do it today. Whatever you can do. So the clock was there thinking. And it's a serious situation, guys. It's a serious situation. I know we're greeting each other and everything, but it's a serious situation. The clock was there figuring out how many times he said it would tick 120 times each minute. Yes? 120 each minute. Which every hour it would take him 7,200 times each year to tick. So you can imagine the clock supposed to just be there and just ticking per hour or per minute. And the clock was there, we call it the clock at E. It was there thinking about the entire 24 hour. Then it went on to think about what will happen for the week, what will happen for the year, and went as far to think about the next 10 years and said, my goodness, it will take me 630 million ticks. 630,720 times. No, that is exhausting. Even me trying to call these numbers exhausting. And I realize sometimes in our lives we do that. Yesterday I was thinking about it and I was saying, over the next 5 years, because it's actually good to set goals. It's good to set goals. I'm going to do a video on that. It's good to set goals and visions and all that. I love setting goals. I love putting up vision. I like to, at the start of the year, I always have my vision board. Though it's not an actual board, I'll probably just put it on a paper. I never do the fancy stuff, but I normally do it because it works for me. It is something that pushes me, motivate me, but guess what? I don't become overwhelmed for it. So if you're going to be at the stage that you're going to get overwhelmed because of what is happening, then that is where the problem will come in. You have to take it one stage at a time. So yes, I'll set the goals and the vision, but I'm going to take it one step at a time, right? I'm going to put them in probably months. Okay, by this quarter, this is what I'd love to achieve. But yesterday, I was thinking about the fact that within the next 10 years, I want to achieve something significant. And I was there calculating in my head how much some money, I'm trying to save some money, right, for a particular goal that I have in mind. And I was like, okay, so if I do that, I need to save this amount of money for this amount. And based on what I want to get, the price for it now, in 5 years' time, the price is going to be more. So I have to know up my saving strategy. And I was just there thinking about it briefly in my head, but I didn't go all the way and stressing about it. And that's what happened to us some of the time. We stress ourselves over it, right? I told you the story already of when I got my car, when I bought my first individual car, not when we bought a family car. When I got my own car, my husband has his own car. When I bought my first car, I never had the money to get it. I didn't stress over it. I just went to the bank and I told them I was interested in a car, getting a loan for a car. I didn't think, if I thought about the fact that at the end of the time, I'm going to pay the bank almost $2 million, then I probably wouldn't bother get it. And that's why sometimes some of us we will not achieve anything in life because we say, all right, I'm going to save up the money to get it. I'm not going to credit it because them going to make too much money. Some things doesn't make sense, but some things actually make sense. Because sometimes you're saving up the money and something happened and you go into the money and you don't achieve what you really, really want to achieve. So you have to be mindful of the risk that you're going to take, the rewards that you get. So I'll get the opportunity to drive this vehicle while I'm paying a small amount to the bank each year, each month, until the car becomes mine. Some people say they'll never buy a house. Why they're not going to buy a house? Because they can't deal with the mortgage, they can't deal with the wear and the taking care of the house, they can't deal with this, they can't deal with that. But listen, at the end of the day, when you do all of that, if you now live into an apartment or a house or whatever you live into, you are paying that money to the owner of the house. At the end of the day, them probably finish paying for that house, possibly, or probably they are paying mortgage and they are using your money to pay mortgage. Why not invest that into your own mortgage? And after a couple of years, then you will stop paying mortgage. The great thing about loans and mortgages is that the amount that you pay doesn't change doesn't change. So in I have a mortgage. I had mortgage at NHD, and NHD because things say just enough. But guess what? Every year it remains the same. It's not yet a lie. It actually increased by about, I think it went up by $200 the other day, I think. It was increased by $200. I think, I don't remember. But it was increased a little bit the other day. But I don't really want no increases. It was increased because they said the insurance portion of the loan, something about the insurance portion. But it was nothing to stress too much about. But it remains the same. So if I'm thinking later on down the line that how much money am I going to pay them? Some people literally sit down and calculate it. I do it sometimes in some institution when you think about the price that you pay for a loan. Because when I was gonna get the loan, I weighed the option where I'd get the first loan versus other loan, and I seek out to see where do I get the best interest, where do I get for the loan. And so I remember, based on where I got this particular loan from, when I went there I was able to save. They based on the payback, I would, at the end of the payback, I would have saved some money. And in putting all of that together, the first place I was getting the loan, well, it was still lower. And can you imagine, at the end of paying for the loan, I will still have some money in my hand. And I'm like, I'll prefer to choose this one so I won't have to stress about it. Right. So at the end of the day, you have to know what is it that you want. Right. If you're willing to save up for it, right? Are you willing to wait? At the time, I wasn't willing to save up to buy a car. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it. I didn't have the deposit. You're supposed to pay a deposit. I never had the deposit. Trust me, me never have it. And I still went boldly to the bank and I said to my loans officer that I need a car. I said, how much do you have to pay down? I said, I have nothing to pay down. I said, I'm a good creditor. So you guys must can do something for me. So you have to be bold, right? So you have to be able to do that. You got to seek out to see where you get the best interest. Even when you're shopping, there's some people, they'll shop here. So some people buy the meat stuff at this location. Some people go to the market for the vegetable. Some people go to the supermarket for the food items because they get it cheaper. So as ladies, we shop around. So we have to see where we can save so we don't stress over it. Have you ever gone to the supermarket and you spend a good amount of money, and when you finish, you say, when you come home and you pack out the stuff and you look into the cupboard or the pantry or whatever you put your stuff in, you say to yourself, I want to buy. Have that ever happened to you? When you look, it's like, you spend this whole heap of money, and when you look, you don't see what you bought. Has that ever happened to you? That has happened to me many times. If you're not careful, you stress over it. You stress over it, right? So at the end of the day, this is what this clock was doing. The clock was thinking about 10 years down the line, how much time it will have to tick, and it came out with 630 million time. No, that the figure there alone would have made me nervous. The only way this figure would make me nervous is if it is money I will save. This would make me happy. But can you imagine doing it for so many times? So for me, if I thought about the fact that I'm going to do um to over 1,000 uploads. You know, I have over 1,000 uploads on YouTube. If I ever sit down and think about it. Now, somebody might be sitting and say, me now upload so much. You don't have to. You don't have to. But if I sat down and thought about it, it probably would have discouraged me not to do it. I've seen persons with like 20 20 uploads and they're doing far better than I am doing. But guess what? It's getting me to the place that I need to be at, right? And I'm not stressed about it. I'm actually surprised because if anybody told me that I would have uploaded so much videos, I would say you are a liar. But it happened. So if you think about those things, you end up stressing yourself. So the clock end up got a nervous breakdown. So it is about 90% of us worry about something that never happens, right? Hi, Pauline. Good to have you. You caught us this morning. We were not live on Saturday, on Friday. We just upload a video. We were not live, but we just uploaded a video. But Have you ever thought about it? 95% of what we worry about never happen. So stop worrying. You hear? Stop worrying. So 95% of the time we worry about things that never happen. Can you think about something that you were worrying so much about that never happened? I thought about something that happened to me this year, latter part of this year, that I was so concerned about, and it never happened. Me eat up myself over it, and it just never happened. So it really happens to all of us. So Natasha said, yes, yes, I like when I went to the market last week. So she going to the market, you walk and you see this one thing have the ground provision. I like going to the market to get like all the nice soft yam now that is Christmas time. The soft yam is nice with some ackee and saltfish and some callaloo and those things. And, you press it out and stuff like that. All right, let me not start up with the food thing right now. But you have to just don't worry about it. Don't go to the market and cuss out the people them and tell them say, oh, I'm a them planty and them thief and how them do this. If you cannot afford it, move on. If you think it's too expensive for your pocket, move on to the next person. When I picked some gungo from my tree and I showed you guys and I said, look at what I got. And it took me forever. I then appreciate the persons at the market for what the work that they do. Ricky, I coming for some gungo, okay? I coming for some gungo. At the end of the day, don't do it. Don't go and quarrel with the people. Don't worry about what you don't have. We do it, We do it. hmm Sometimes we're going to do our appraisals at work, and some of you worry to the moon and back. What they're gonna put on it, what they're gonna say, and whatever, whatever, whatever. And all that you worried about never happened. So it's for all of us, and it's a great reminder to me as well, because sometimes a little worry will come my way, but I learn to talk to myself and quickly dismiss some when negativity that's coming and taking a hold of me. I try to push it back. So I want to encourage you, if you have some negative thought, don't think about the negative. Think about what is it that you have now in your hands. Okay, so don't stress about it. So that's what the book is saying here this morning, that psychologists reckon that about 95% of all we worry about never happen. So what about the 5%? 4 out of 5 times things turn out better than we anticipated, including a lot of outright blessing. Can you pause and think about the blessing that you have received over the last 350, 365 minus 6, 350. How much days gone in the year already? 350, or 50, 59, 56. We can't check. How much days gone in the year? 356. 365 minus. How much days left? Yeah, I was right. Yeah, 59. I was right. I was right. I was right. Yeah, because if it's 6 days left, and we have 365 days in the year, take away the 5, leave with 360, and take away one for that 359. Yeah, I got it right. Think about those unexpected blessings. Has anything happened for you this year that you were like blown away by it? let me know. I want to know in the comment. I don't necessarily want to know what it is. You are free to share if you would like to say what it is. But I want you to type a yes this morning. If God, if you were just blown away by something that God did for you, right? You were just blown away by it, right? I have so much. Seriously, I can't begin to talk about it. There were so many things that the Lord just blew me over. Huh? It just blew me over. Things that I was actually a bit worried about. And when it worked out beautiful. Hmm? It worked out beautiful. Hmm? This year, this has been my test. This has been a testimony one for me, says Brittany. Yes. And when you get the opportunity to share, when you can share those, share them, share them, right? Hi, good morning, Dan. Share those moments when you can share those moments. I know there are some things not fit for airplanes. There are some blessings that you receive that we're not going to come over this platform to talk about it, but maybe in a smaller setting with a family, with a friend, somebody who you can testify to say, look here, look what God has done. Because some of the things that I am talking about, I was able to testify that to some people and to say, look what God has done. Hmm? I was so worried that this would happen, and it just never happened. So I want you to just pause. I know all of us can find even one thing that we were just blown away by all that God did. We were blown away by, wow. No, no, on a serious note, have we ever sat down and just said, look how God just work it out in? Look what the Bible says, all things work together for good to those who love him. All things. The Lord blew my mind this year by so much things this year, says Paulette. I know. I think this year has been a very trying year for me, and yet it has been a year of many surprises and good surprises, how God showed up. And I know next year is going to be even greater if God spare my life. Hmm? I know. So I want to say, encourage us, take a time out. Take time out and just meditate on all that God did. And just say, Lord, if I just tell you, just get a book and start to write down and see all the things that He has done for us. So the word is saying to us this morning that of the 5% left, so we said 100%, we have in a 95% of the worry never happened. The other 5%, out of the 5%, 4 out of that 5 times turn out better than we anticipated, including a lot of outright blessing. In the end, only 1% of all the bad we think about happen might happen actually happen. 1%, one. And of this, it's really rare as bad as we fear. So even if the thing came out, it is not as bad as we expected it to be. So you see, this is the reason we don't need to worry, because it's not as bad. It doesn't turn out as bad as we listen. Sometimes, I have to look at myself too. Because sometimes my mind, when my mind start to travel, I may start to think about the stuff, them and everything and all of that. Me, I think way down the line, and I'm like, when we reach down there, so I will worry about it, and it really don't happen for true. So the word for us this morning: live one day at a time. Hmm? That's why Jesus said, don't be anxious about tomorrow. What did he promise to provide? Daily, daily. What he said he's going to provide for us, our daily bread. Daily. He never said we weekly bread. He never said we monthly bread. He never said we yearly bread. Our daily bread. So don't be anxious about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. God will take care of your tomorrow too. God will take care of your tomorrow too. He will take off you today and he will definitely take care of tomorrow. Tomorrow is in his hands. Live one day at a time. The Apostle Peter gives us the right perspective to by. Live in these words. He says, casting the whole of your care or your anxieties and all your worries, all your concerns once for all on him. Cast everything on him, for he cares for you affectionately. He cares about you watchfully. So, the word for all of us this morning is don't be obsessed over the future. So, Ricky said, this was a challenging year for me, but I'm amazed that God kept me. Look at that. Huh? Trust me, this has been one of my, it has been a really, really difficult year. But when I saw how God has just wowed me by some things, I really had to say, Lord, I thank you. You know, it started affecting a lot of things for me, and I had to, I had to stop and take stock of some things. It has been a very trying year, a very trying year for me. Lots of things happen, and in spite of all of that, I was still blown away by the many blessings that God has given unto me. I was blown away. And so this morning, Father, I just want to thank you for all that you have done in my life. I want to thank you. Can we thank him this moment? Can we just say, Lord, we thank you? I want to thank you, God, for all that you have done in my life. I want to thank you, God, for the challenges that I had in the year. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for the ups. I want to thank you for the downs. I want to thank you for the good times. I want to thank you for the bad times. I want to thank you for making a way, even when there seemed to be no way for me. I want to thank you. I want us to live in that moment. And as we are coming closer to the end of the year, let's live in that moment of thanksgiving. Take the time out to be grateful. Take the time out to be thankful for the many blessings that you have. We are indeed blessed. We are indeed blessed. The things we take for granted at times, some people love, love, love to have it. So let's not take nothing in life for granted. If you have a job, be thankful for it. It may not be the best at what you want, but give thanks for it because somebody may need that very job that you have. Be thankful. Be thankful for your children, those who have children. Because somebody out there will say, Lord, I would love to have a child. Somebody would love to have. There are some people, they go through a process of so much miscarriage and They would just love to have one. And some people, them basically not have to do nothing if you just get a child. Yes, I know they still have to do something, but you know what I mean? It's like, and it becomes so difficult for some people. And so I can say some of us, because probably if it was left up to me, I probably would have about five. If it was in my own doing. But it not work out because God said, no, Trina, no. So be grateful for what you do have. Yeah. The Bible says, there's not the Bible, there's a song that says, in this life, my trials are many, and sometimes my feet get weary, and it seems that I will stumble and almost fall. But the gentle hands that lead me is the hands that keeps me steady, gives me grace. And so I am living by the grace of God daily. I am living by his grace every day that I go. So this morning, we can't take care of you, and we can't afford oxtail. But we have to learn to trust him. And throughout this year, if you don't remember anything that we have talked about, just remain positive, live one day at a time, be anxious for nothing, because 90% of the time, the things that you worry about will not happen, and only 1% might possibly happen. All right, then the other 4%, you will be blown away by it. So I want you to, think about that today, and have yourself a merry, merry, merry Christmas. And of course, I'm going to do some trivia. So the next 14 to 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys some trivias. We're keeping it real. Yeah, it's just another day for us. Yes. When she adapt yourself, Vita, then you can add. Uh, she said you can adapt me, Trina. I don't eat a lot, so you can feed me. Okay, that's good. I mean, I look like you're fussy about clothes either, so it means we can probably can clothe you too. You don't look like you do a lot. So the question that we have for you now. Oh my God. Hey, got good enough? This question. Who took Abraham's wife and then returned her when God told him that she was a married woman? Genesis 20, verse 2 to 3 and verse 14. Who took Abraham's wife, then returned her when God told him that she was a married woman? Who is that? Selvita says gratitude. Gratitude is a must. Yeah, yes. Gratitude is a must. Ah. I tell you guys, I'm not giving up. Don't be surprised if I come and tell you that I adopt 4 children. Don't be surprised if one day I come on and tell you that, guys, guess what? I have 4 kids. No, but I still not give up. Once there's life, there's hope. I may not be able to have them physical. I'm still not too old. And no things I'm old. I'm still not too old. I'll leave those things to the young people. Them know. I'm still not too old, so anything can happen. Anything can happen. I believe she wants girl, Ricky. Yes, girls. So nobody know that answer. Nobody not taking on that challenge. How about adopting a grandpa? Children are a blessing. Children are a blessing. I love kids. I love, love, love them. Why I love them because they're just pure. I mean, for the most part, you have one and two that is out of it, but for the most part, they are pure. They tell you as it is. They don't hold back anything. And I think that's why the Bible said we should come as a little child. Mm. So we are all children of God. We're not, I'm not big man and big woman. Mm-mm. Children of God. So the answer we are looking for seems like you don't know this one, Abimelech. All right. Who to what person did Paul write two letters? Paul wrote two letters to somebody. Who was that person? And it's according to, oh right, I can't tell you. Because when me tell you, I'm going to tell you the name of the person. To what person did Paul write two letters? And I had my last child late in age. So you can. I soon reach 45, you know. I soon reach 45. So no, me no never want to have after 45 at all. If it don't happen next year, me not think it will happen again. I mean, I think it will happen. Jesus. I said, you know, I was saying to the Lord, I said to the Lord, if you're gonna bless me, I would love if I can get a twin. And I wouldn't mind a triplet either, you know. I wouldn't mind a triplet. That would be so exciting. That would be a journey of its own. That would be such excitement. Triplet, that has not been in my family, but I have twins in my family. I have a brother that is twin, and my husband also has twin in his family. So I wouldn't mind getting a twin or even a triplet. My God, I would be so excited. Huh? So I see Timothy says Dan. Timothy says Ricky. Yes, Timothy. Ricky said, I'll be your oldest child, Trina. All right. What do Ararat, Sinai, and I'm not sure if I pronounce Nebo all have in common? Ararat, Sinai, and Nebo, all have in common. What do they all have in common? According to Exodus 19, verse 18, all of them have something in common. Time to open present. Have a blessed day. Awesome. Oh, all the best, Dan. All the best, all the best, all the best. We're gonna wrap this up in 7 minutes. All the best. That's a compliment, principal, but you would have been you principal, but you would have been surprised. Yes, it is a compliment. Yes. Enjoy and Merry Christmas to you and the family, Kathy, and everybody. Merry, 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 Merry Christmas. Okay, so they're all mountains. Okay, this one according to Isaiah 9 verse 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be on his, finish the sentence, and the government will be on his what? For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be on his. Ricky says shoulder. Anybody else want to attempt that one? Selvita says Strina Wiener, know that one. Shoulder. Anybody else? Anybody else? We have two more questions to go and we are done. Mm. For unto us, and that's what I'm saying, each morning when I come here, it's like based on what we the questions we ask, it just line up with the type of day or maybe the words that we have. I don't go through and choose them, I just pick up the card that's on the top, and this is the one that comes up. So the answer is shoulders. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. What a God we serve. How many devils did Jesus cast out of Mary Magdalene? How many demons did Jesus cast out of? So it's demons or devils, whichever one, did Jesus cast out of Mary Magdalene? How many? Is it one? Is it five? Or is it seven? How many demons did Jesus cast out of Mary Magdalene? Is it one? Is it five? Or is it seven? Which one? Selvita said, me guessing seven. Any other guesses? Any other guesses? Ricky says, I am saying seven. Anybody else want to join? Paulette says seven. Seven. Anybody else? Thank you for joining those who are watching on the outside. Anybody else? Seven seemed to be a popular answer. And seven it is. The final question, the final question is, what parable tells of a son that leaves home, loses all his money, but is still welcome home? What parable tells us of the son that leaves home, loses all his money, but is still welcome home? What parable? Ricky says, Selvita, you copy me now. You copy me now. What parable tells of a son that leaves home, loses all his money, but is still welcome home? And this is a popular story. We talk about it all the time. Preachers preach about it all the time. It's a great opportunity for us to, be. It's a great story for us to see that it doesn't matter what we do in this life, God still loves us. He loves us unconditionally. It doesn't matter how far you have gone. It doesn't matter how much stray. He is still loving you. And so I think that's what God wants from all of us. When persons do wrong, persons, they fall, they fail. We have to learn to show mercy, right? It's a great story of God's grace and mercy. We have to learn to show mercy to others. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do. We still require to have mercy. And we know the story. Yes, both of you got it correct. It's the prodigal son that, he told his father, give me everything. And we basically done, finish. He said, Dad, give me everything. Give me my portion. Right? And the father gave him, and he went out and he just spent and spent and spent. And when he was finished, all his friends were gone. You see, sometimes some people just want you for what you have. And some of us learn, but I will pay literal price for them, and we learn late. Sometimes it costs us some great sorrows and pain for us to learn. You know, a lot of time God is talking to us, but we don't listen. We do our own thing. But this morning, it's a great reminder as we close off that, you know, God, He is here for all of us. It doesn't matter how far gone you are. It's time to come home. And He's saying, come home to me, all that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. If you're just tired, say, Lord, take me into your arms and know that He's with you. Doesn't matter where you are. Sometimes you feel that you are alone, but He's right there with you. And we might be judge of men, but God is a gracious God and He's faithful and true to us. So as you go into today, enjoy the time with your family. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. And those who say Happy Holidays, I want to wish you all a happy holiday. Enjoy the time that you have with your families and friends. For those who will be doing it, those who went cook will eat. Remember, sharing is caring. Make sure you share with somebody if you're able to, because sometimes based on where you are, you may not have anybody around you that you can share. But if somebody drops in your spirit, it probably mean somebody we never really think about just jump in front of you. It probably God saying to you that you should call that one and offer them some dinner today. Okay, bless somebody if you are able to. And remember, be grateful for what you do have. Don't be anxious for nothing, right? The Bible tells us today, don't be obsessed over the future. Have yourself a beautiful rest of the day. Enjoy the time with your family, guys. Enjoy, 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 enjoy the time with your family. I give people chances to redeem themselves, but if you choose not to, I'm done, she says. I'm done. Listen, Selvita, we get enough chances. And the Lord now tell us that. We get fourth chance within fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10, 11, 12, 13. Can I continue counting? So I want to encourage you. I pray that you get the strength to give them more chances. Because that's what God wants us to do. Because we get a lot of chances from Him. Too much. And we're not worth it. It's too much, you know. He has given us a lot of chances. So thank you guys for joining. Bess, thank you for your thumbs up, Bess. Merry Christmas to you, Bess. We running away, leave you. You come too late. You come too late. Some have to put Selvita, serious on a serious note, I, and can I tell you that I agree with what you're saying. It doesn't mean it is the right thing to do. It doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. You understand? It doesn't mean the right thing to do. You understand? I know it takes, I have to say, it takes God in you sometimes. Sometimes some people do you some horrible things. It takes God in you, right? It takes the God in you to really just give them more chances. But that's what He wants us to do. That's what He wants us to do. You understand? Of course, He understand. He does understand. He does understand. But, you know, He has done so much for us, even when we not deserve it. We not deserve it. We don't deserve it. But He has done it for us. And for me, I kind of have this soft spot for people. I try to see the best in them. I try to see the best in them because there's good in everybody, you know. No matter how wicked them be, there's good in everybody. Sometimes people do some things to get attention, right? Selvita, there are times you have to put them aside, not put them aside. You are not God. It's the same loving them from a distance. Yes. No, I'm not gonna say you're going to arms and gloves up some people, because they said once bitten, twice shy. That's a term that people use. So I say I forgive them and move on. I'm not going in their way, and if they come in my path and I have to say hi and bye, I'm gone. I'm not gonna go out of my way to see them or anything like that. Right? When you know you have tried, you got to keep moving. Yeah. So you're not going to force yourself on people. No, I'm not going to say that. I want to say that. Right? Because some persons, doesn't matter what you do, they'll not let go of something. Leave all the heavy weight aside. Not going to let people keep on hurting me. True, true, true. You have to, there are time when you reach, there are going to be time when you reach your limit. Time when you reach your limit. And I was having a conversation with a girlfriend over the weekend, and I was saying to her that when you see people in their relationships or friendship, and you see the friendship don't work out, don't think it's just because of what happened. It is something that is built up, because a lot of time we give people first, second, third, fifth, sixth, seventh, and then eventually realize that it's not worth it because this person is not learning and is not willing to learn. So you just leave them and move on. You forgive them, you move on, but you try not to do certain things. So you have to know how to do it, right? So we have to know what we are doing. But it has been my pleasure having a conversation with you guys this morning. Not going to keep you much longer because I know we have time. Some people are going to put on big cooking and all these things. Yes, from my heart is clean. I'm good, and the Father knows my heart. Yeah, yeah. He that has a clean hand and a pure heart. Yeah. And that is why I'm able to live the way I live, because I try to just let some things go. Some are harder to let go than some, and I'm still working on a few. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm perfect. I'm still working on a few things. I'm still working on a few things. Uh, still working. Had a conversation with my sister. My sister said, Pat, you're gonna have to let go of that. You're gonna have to let it go. If not, it's gonna affect you. You're not gonna be able to live your life. You're gonna have to let it go. I said, sis, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, but yeah. And she said, I know it's hard, but you gotta have to learn to let it go and move on. So I'm still working. I'm working on me. So continue to work on, and make sure your heart is clean and pure. That's what God wants from each and every one of us. He wants us to make sure that our heart is clean. Right, Bess? Bess, we finished quiz before you came this morning. I know I'll get there. I know. I'm very close. I'm very close to there. I'm very close to there, Selvita. I know it is a process, right? It is a process. Hmm. It is a process. I'm very close to there. Very, 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 very close. Better keep working. Once you stop working, you know good. I think I was at a place of bitterness. I was at a place of bitterness. That's not something I'm afraid to talk about. I was at a place. I was at a place of bitterness, and it took God to really get me to be at a place that I'm no longer bitter. I'm no longer bitter. Have you just think about some things and some people and you just want cuss? And yes, but after you reach at a point, you realize, but you know, it's just affecting you because them don't know so you're cuss and quarrel and you're bitter about it, and they are living their merry life. And that's when I had to take stock and look at myself and say, no, girl, come on, can't do that. Because they're living, they're sleeping, you not sleeping and them sleeping good. No, sir. Mm-mm. That it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I said, Lord, I'm thankful that I'm not at the place of bitterness. And I wasn't there for very long, to be honest. But I know I was actually there. I was actually there. But guess what? He didn't throw me away. And he didn't call me good for nothing. He forgave me and he helped me through it all when there's nobody else to talk to. Because you see, when I talk to people, people judge you, people hold it against you, and people do all manner of evil against you. When I talk to him, he just cushions me and encourage me to hold on. And that's exactly what I do. So I'm grateful for that this morning. All right, take care of yourself, gentle people, and have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Eat as much as you can, but don't overdo it. Okay? Eat as much as you can, but don't overdo it. I will do well with some manish water. That's what I would want now. Some manish water and fried fish, sea fish. That's what I'll do with right now. Manish water, fried fish, and curry goat. I'd love some of that. Anybody listening and you have it, call me up. Manish water, curried goat, and fried fish. That's what I want. So bye guys. Take care of yourself. If I get it, I left some for you here. I'll call you up. You see me know. You see me with a bowl of Manish water. No, sir. Me not cook it. I've never cooked manish water, you know. I think I cooked it one time. One time. One time. You know, probably based on how the meat look, it probably gonna make me not want it. And if you clean it up and so, what? Basically, I forgot post some to me. That's what I feel for. Maybe if you feel nothing else, that's what I actually feel for. But so that's such life. Such is life. Such is life. Okay? Such is life. All right, gentle people. Now I take up more of your time. You know, we can talk and talk and talk, and we'll go on and go on and go on until we go all on next 15 minutes. I don't want to do that to you. Go be with the family and enjoy, and I'll talk with you soon. Ricky, anytime I come over your area, I'm off to find you. You know? Anytime I come across your area, I'm go off to find you. Cause me going need fish. Bye, Trina. Enjoy your Christmas with Brother Leon and your handsome son. Thank you very much. Thank you, Paulette. Paulette, you know, me there trying to figure out which Paulette Stevens is. Me I try to figure you out, you know. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure you out. Tell me something else so we could I get Paulette. Me try to figure out Paulette, which is Paulette. The last name not ring a bell. Curry goat and fried fish, but no manish water. Paulette. Paulette. Remind me. I'm trying to figure out you know, Paulette. Ah, Paul. And you know, my son is still sleeping. And I'm gonna make breakfast and start cooking. I didn't cook it. If you anybody, if you are still here, anybody could guess what? You know what I had for dinner yesterday? Oh, now I know. Cause I was there and I made some. I know some Paulette, but I don't know the Stevens. Okay, now I got to. Oh Lord, no, I'm seeing the face and everything. Awesome. Ah, take care. Take care of everybody and walk good. And we'll talk tomorrow. Hopefully, tomorrow I want to start coming back on my usual time. Earlier times, I want to be able to do it. Right? No, that wasn't what I had. That wasn't what I had yesterday. That wasn't what I had. Rice and dirty girl, no. That wasn't what I had. Yes, man, I remember. Now that you tell me, yes, I remember. You're tall and brown. No, me no Paulette, no man. No, that it when you said Tina and Donna, me no. No. I had seasoned rice with dirty girl yesterday. That's why you can't tell me no. Yes. Um turn caramel, no. I actually had um banana and dumpling, banana and dumpling, and Irish potato with baked chicken. That's what I had yesterday. Uh-huh. No rice and peas around here. Some people just think every Sunday you have to do rice and peas. I said no. I mean, I cooked rice and peas yesterday and cook rice and peas again today. So I did something very light and nice and some nice tossed vegetable. I like to put fruits in my vegetables. So sometimes I'll put grapes. I actually had lettuce with carrot and tomato, and then I put a little grape in it, and cucumber. That's what I had for vegetables. So I just mix up everything. And sometimes, have you ever put like papaya in your vegetable? It gives it a nice taste. Yes, I would not guess that exactly. I'm enjoying this, Vicky. I enjoyed. And I put some caramel in the dumpling. So of course, as my husband saw the caramel, he was like, this dumpling I look like you have caramel in there. Mister, no worry. Best, I'm trying to do my dumpling like yours. And girl, I get it the perfect. It's nice and flat. It's not as big though. I'm still having a problem getting it big, but I tried it to eat nice and flat. So when it cook it nice and soft. So I'm gonna say, don't worry about it. It's going to be soft for you. You're gonna enjoy it. Yeah, man, I had a good time. I actually really enjoyed it. I don't think I probably would have enjoyed the rest. So it was just different. I really, really enjoyed it. And so Vita said, I cooked my usual dinner yesterday, rice and peas and baked chicken and fish. So I'm going to talk about. So that means you're not going to do no cooking today then, Selvita. No cooking for you today. I bet you're not gonna cook today. Awesome, Trina. I don't make big dumpling either. Okay. Yeah, so I make them nice and small and I watching it and I learning. Yeah, but it's a good thing. You have to do good things, you know. So that's what I do. Yeah, so Selvita not gonna do no cooking today. Only ask it, watch them know Watch them now. I was hoping to get some oxtail, from Mr. L, but I didn't get any. Cause him love oxtail, but I don't eat it. I don't eat it. So I got a little surprise to give him. Not oxtail. Yeah. Selvita, she love the oxtail bad. No worry, I used to love it like that, but after a while, it started upsetting my stomach, so I don't eat it anymore. No beef. I used to eat corn, love corned beef and rice and all of those things, but I can't eat any of those. If I eat it, it just upset my stomach. And steamed fish in coconut milk for my. What you know, man? No, sir, we need to go away now. We can't manage. We can't manage. Sell it now. Hmm? Oxtail price, me can't manage. Steam fish in coconut milk for my son. You see them good up food there? You see them good up food there? No, sir. Wait, wait. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. I want some of them fish there. I mean, know the real deal you have to the real sea fish. Huh? That's supposed to taste good. And you add little curry in it too. You add little curry in there. You add little curry in the coconut milk. On second thought, can you adapt exactly? Exactly. She better adapt it to her with Ricky. she better she better adapt the two of us in this life. Me tell you, oxtail price crazy. Oh no, Curry. Hi, Godchild. Elaine, how are you? Elaine, Miss post with you yesterday. I got the pan show yesterday. How was it? No, sir. Me just take the fish and the baked chicken, no oxtail for me. And it's rice and gungo you cook, not true? Rice and gungo. Rice and gungo she cook, Can't manage Selvita. And what natural juice you drink yesterday now? So what's up, juice? Hmm? Hmm? Is sauce up juice you had yesterday? Yes, what kind of juice you had? Sauce up juice or June plum juice? What's in season now? Sauce up juice, June plum. What else is in season now? Mango. Which one of the juice you have yesterday? Hmm? Which juice you had yesterday? Cause strong up juice you drink, shouldn't drink foolishness in a Ricky. Hmm? Watch the nose, beetroot and star fruit. Ricky, I should want to be my body. I should want to be my soil for me tree there. See there, I strong up juice them there. Strong up juice. No, sir. Wait. Best are over the so nice. Over the so nice. Yep. Selvita. Selvita. Ricky said me married already, so you go have to just adapt me. That's all we go available for adoption. You can adapt it to a way. And Bess can pass by whenever she wants. We're coming by especially Sundays. So Sundays we're gonna go by in Ricky. And Sundays all the excitement there because Sunday she have to cook two meats Sunday. You didn't know that? She have to cook two meats Sunday. She not go local like me. She not go local like she have to cook two meats Sunday. Hmm? Oh my gosh. She has to go. But thank you guys so much. You see, on the easy, on the day, I'm telling you, say, Faye, she well rich. And she, you know what she does? She work hard and she said, listen, me not save it for no, if when me dead people come fight over it. So me I go spend it for myself and my son. And that she said. She said me work hard and me go eat good food. Me go eat what me love. That's how people must live, That's how people must live. You must. Some people are very mean to themselves. They work, and they don't want to spend the money on themselves. Spend the money on yourself. Okay? You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Spend the money on yourself. Right? Ricky, make sure you keep going on those dates that you're always going, whether lunch date, evening date, night date, or weekend dates. Make sure you continue to do it. Spend it on yourself and your wife. You understand? Keep it that way. Keep it that way. Trust me. If not, you will live to pay for it later. Enjoy the moment. If you see what you want, if you see what you want, certain things, don't be afraid to spend it on yourself. You work your money. Why would you want to go put it down in a bank for me go borrow it? Because when you put it down in a bank, you think it's in the bank waiting on you. Them lend it out to Selvita. They lend it out to me. You understand? No, spend it. Everyone eats different. Yeah. I tend to cook lighter stuff. As I said, I was thinking I was trying to get the oxtail. I might try to get it for maybe New Year's or over the weekend or so because I really wanted to get it for him, but not for me. I don't eat those things because I don't eat it. And listen, we don't really cook it. Oxtail and curry goat. I don't really cook those. My family don't really love curry goat because they say it's too much bone. They like them meat. Even fish, they don't really love fish either. Cause they must struggle with the bone. They prefer chicken. Yeah. They don't like it. Me spend it all. Me just have to do we just have to do walking dates now. But the other night when you were walking and you alone in that walk, me never stay out with you. The other day you were walking downtown or come, me not sure where that come from. And you alone me did stay. Eh? Give yourself the best whenever it is possible. JB, come. JB says, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to all my lovely ladies. Enjoy your exam. Our exam done already. Done. We finish exam. We just a chit chat now. I said enjoy it. Oh, then easy. Oh, she was there. Okay. Yeah, enjoy the walk the evening. That is so, so nice. Of course, you have to do it. You have to do it. And that's how you enjoy life. Sometimes the simplest things in life will make me happy. It's not the money and the big this and the big that. No, it's just simple things in life we should enjoy. And, spend the money on yourself. Mhm. So true, Ricky, but only on a Sunday I will do it, man. Wanted to pot roast yesterday and I did it too. See? You know, say Sunday she got extra on Sunday. She have to do 2 meats on Sunday and she make natural juice. And eating healthy is best because at least you help you save them. Spend the money on yourself and you don't have to give it to the doctors. Okay. But Ricky, we hope you'll feel much better by the ending of the week. And even after you feel better, try to drink up a lot of vitamin C and stuff and keep your body resistant to all of those. JB Selvita is calling to you And she says she's calling to you a long time and you're not answering, right? So try to drink up. That I did a mixture blend. You can try to drink make you can probably make it your own and drink it maybe like once per month. You do it like you're going to drink it for the weekend. Okay, not going because based on what I did, I'm not going to drink all of it at once. I just drink it like almost like a medicine. So just take like a small glass about this and drink it. Keep it for maybe like three to 3 to 5 days and just drink it. Right now, nobody else no want drink it because they might taste the garlic in there. They must say they don't want it, but I don't want to get sick. So I'm going to spend the money, get the stuff in my system so I don't get sick. Mm. Something I really love it speak still though. Me would drink it, the soup, but me not gonna head over east for it. And as I said, lately have really not been doing a lot of. Give me a clap, Selvita. Me used to eat pork like every month. Every month, me I buy like 10 pound of pork. And since January, I bought pork about 5 times this year. So please give me a clap. I'm doing much better. I'm shedding it off because I'm just watching what I in eat. Is that if I is somebody different than a JB? Okay, making garlic, lemon, and lime tea right now. Okay, great. Look here, people. Me talk we don't know. Here tomorrow. Take care of yourself, guys. So we got 15 more minutes, not a minute more. Not a minute more. So in this live, Ricky, I know you can do one video on that tea, just show where the tea where you're making. Say, guys, I'm making this tea. I've been feeling so sick, and this is the tea I'm making. And then tell us how you feel afterwards. Yeah, man, I'm changing what I eat. I have to take care of me. So some things me just I go and I've started. I've started. I responded to you said with a long time. You're just not paying attention. Your mind is on something else. Oh, God. You know how long me not cook pork sandwich and when we cook it the other day? It has been ages. Ages. Let me tell you some man, me kinda cut off it. Kinda cut off it. After January, I think probably from January, maybe this is the second time I cook it since January and we're in December. So give me a clap, man. Give me a clap. Give me a clap. May I do better? I have to take care of myself though, and we all have to. All right, so see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Gonna have to love you guys and leave you. Prayer for the. You deserve a trophy. Who deserve a trophy? Prayer for the pork where you say best. A fire, if I need one of a fire. Fire means to feed. Fire. More fire feed. Fire. Oh, guys. Elaine, coming over to you late in our next hour. One more hour before you live, Elaine. Reading up the Bible. Eh? Great thing to do. The word is nice. But I'm going to love you guys and leave you, okay? Take care of yourself.